Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming. Bartender whispers something.
He's brutal.
All right, we're back. Welcome to Pulling the Cork podcast, where we are going to talk about various subjects. We don't have a real plan today.
Open gym, baby.
We have no guest.
No guest.
We are the guest.
Yep.
So we got the golf tournament this week. We were
Yeah,
just talking
Friday.
about that offline. I'm a little hungover today.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, Fitz?
I feel all right, but I was fucking all over the place for sports today.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
just
running around.
sweating fucking straight alcohol out of my pores. We had baseball, 12:30. Obviously, my son's 8. These other coaches take shit wicked seriously. Right?
Yeah.
So they're the best team in the league, but
Yeah.
our team, we're no slouch. We're decent, you know.
Yeah.
So we're playing. They're up. I think it was like 3-1, right? And we take the lead in the top of the 6 innings. So it's do or die for them, right? They come in and Connor's pitching, and he's doing decent. He walks. A couple kids get hits. So now the coach's son of the other team is up at bat. Connor throws the ball in the dirt. It bounces, hit the kid in the foot. He goes, "Oh, it hit you. Take your base." I'm like, "It bounced." He goes, "Doesn't matter. It's a in play pitch." I'm like, "Isn't that a dead ball when it bounces?"
Yeah.
be.
No, they can still swing. It could still be a strike. And I'm like, "Well, what's the rule? Do we know the rule, or are
Right.
we just
We're just making this
arguing?
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
arguing here?" And he goes, "No, that's the rule. It's a pitch no matter what. If it bounces and hits the kid, take your base. It's a hit by pitch." I go, "All right, go ahead." Now, whether it's the rule or not, is that how you want to win?
Guy's a loser.
I was like,
I hate his guts.
I was shocked
Yeah. I hope you listen to this podcast.
because he's like the head coach and that's his kid.
yeah. That's fucked.
And who scored the winning run? Him.
Yeah. That's bullshit. Yeah. Who wants to win that way?
I don't want to win that way.
That's weak.
There
You
was a
know?
guy.
I want my kid hitting.
Yeah.
Connor could get hit in the head and I'll say, "Hey, I missed him. It was bad.
Yeah.
It's a foul."
I went to my daughter's softball game yesterday, and beautiful day, by the way. Yesterday was fucking sick.
Yeah, it was.
Right now, actually. And there was a guy. He's like, he's got his daughter's on one of the teams. I'll just say that. And I just the way the guy carries himself and talks to his kid, I'm like, I hate this guy's guts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, "You ready?" So I was like, "I'm ready." He's like, "We'll see. We're gonna find out." I'm like, "All right, easy hot up." You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking? You know, the guy thinks he's like fucking
Bobby Knight of
yeah,
softball?
yeah, exactly.
Here's what I'll say about that, right? Every once in a while, I do say something. I'm like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that
Mm.
to my daughter or my son," right?
Right.
But if I'm slipping up and every once in a while saying something like that, it's like out of passion or out of whatever. You know what I mean? But if that guy's talking to his kid like that consistently,
Yeah.
how do you think it is at home?
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
It's got to
yeah.
be fucking
The,
10
the
times
kid's
worse.
going
at
to
home.
end up hating the sport. That's what's going
Absolutely.
to happen.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to drive him away from that.
Yeah, exactly. I drive kids to sports. You know what I mean? Both mentally and with a vehicle. I
Yeah.
do both of those
Taxi
things.
and back
yeah,
and
taxi
forth,
back
yeah.
and forth.
So I had one
but-
more thing about kids sports, and I know we have a lot of hockey coach listeners and hockey players. Adi, feel free to weigh in. 8 kids out of Connor's hockey team are playing club as well as
Oh, this is a big
town.
thing. This is a
It's
big deal, right?
huge, dude. It's huge. And like, I'm at the point where do I join to try to keep up with the Joneses,
Yeah.
or do I let Connor just continue to play and be good? And is he going to get left behind? So I'm
Well,
like,
that's what they're selling you on.
I'm really
1,000%.
Yeah.
I want opinions. So if Craig still listens, if fucking
Yeah.
Billy,
Jay Harley's a Patreon member. He'll,
Jay, shoot Danny a text or get my number and reach out to me because I really want people's opinions on
Yeah,
club
yeah.
hockey.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's
It is.
expensive,
It's not
but
a
it's
cheap
like,
thing, but it's like
Tommy's buddy, Danny Patch, his dad is a good friend of mine. He's a Revere guy. He like set all the hockey records in Revere. And his son just got picked up by the USHL.
oh,
So
awesome.
for
Let's
juniors.
go. Nice.
So Yeah, so I think it does matter.
I think it matters too.
And they're
I
going to
think
tell
we're
you
gonna-
that. I mean, I can tell you Craig's going to tell you that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
TA's birthday party last night.
Awesome.
77 years old. Guy looks like he's 65.
Yeah,
He
for
literally
sure.
does not look 77.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing good. His back's out. He's complaining about that. It's
Well,
kinda-
that's going to happen at 77.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not going to be pristine.
is what it is. Oh, by the way, big week in the Ahern household. So we've been pursuing of getting Tess a new job, right? We've litigated this before. I basically gave the money to Revere Little League so that I could get Al to get her a job.
Yeah.
That failed. I'm not putting the blame on anybody specifically. I'm just, it is what it is. My buddy Levy hooked her up at Home Depot in Saugus.
Nice.
So this show is sponsored by the Home Depot this summer. How you like that?
Down.
You want to get your garden needs taken care of? Go see Tess. She's in the garden section starting next week, I think, or the week after.
That's awesome.
So anyway, she's pumped. Yeah, it's good money, and it's like good job, So, anyways, so that happened. Danny, you had quite a weekend. You had a lot going on.
Yeah, Friday we had the show over at Next Comedy Stop. Great venue for a comedy show. Big shout out to Matt Mishi. I was there with Annie Powell was there, Gabby Hajos, or Hajos, I don't know. She told me she was Hungarian. Did not expect that in the Rolodex. The first Hungarian I've ever met. AJG, who's the Indian comedian who's a fucking riot. And then Corey Manning headlined, and it was great. It was absolutely great. My cousin Paul showed up with my
Nice.
aunt Joanne. That was a nice surprise. I used Spot Hero to park. You ever use Spot Hero?
Yeah.
What a fucking steal that is.
Yeah.
The
So how's it work? It's like you just say, I'm in this area.
if
like-
you're, just for argument's sake, we're both going the same spot,
Yep.
same garage. I have Spot Hero, you don't. You're paying the $50. I paid $16. Same fucking
That's
thing.
crazy.
Oh, because it's you use somebody else's like
Well,
pass?
this one in particular, most people do like rent them out.
Yeah.
Like I used it when I went to Capel in Southie.
Yep.
I went to some condo. You have to go to a specific one. This garage, you can park anywhere. But if you don't have that app, and I do, we go to the same spot, I paid $30 less.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you pay a fee for that, or is it
No,
just you
it's,
join?
you join. They give you, like, say you wanted to find a Spot Hero in Melrose, right? Whatever, for whatever reason, they'll give you different parts of the area. Like they want you to put the address in, and they'll find spots for you. So I was like, bam, Chinatown. That's like basically where Nick's was, and they gave me a fucking 100 different spots to park. The cheapest one happened to be right next to where I was playing.
Nice.
So it worked out
That's
great.
awesome.
You got fucked by the Celtics.
Fucked.
And the Celtics sucked. So
Yeah.
There was Mishy showed me the tickets that were sold to my face. 138 tickets.
Yeah.
He goes, so I got good news and bad news. And I was like, what's up? He goes, I got 138 tickets sold. I'm like, what's that? He goes, a lot of people have already said they weren't going because of the Celtics.
yeah.
And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. It was a 7:30 show. The Celtics started at 8. I missed the first quarter. I walked across the street to Rock Bottom with all the comedians. We had like a bite to eat over there. It was like 51-25,
Yeah.
or something like that. And I was like, what are we even doing here?
I know. Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, I got fucked so hard a couple times when I had the band by shit like that. Like one night, it was like a Saturday. We used to fill this place. We used to get the whole door, Common Ground. It used to be called over in Brighton, and that would be the place we would play to like make up money because like they'd give you the whole door and I'd pack it, and like literally it was like the Pats were in like the fucking we were in the playoffs. It was like a Saturday game or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly, but it's like nobody in there. You know what I mean? Basically like fucking 6 people. One of the guys like didn't draw. I'm like, dude, the fucking Patriots are. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
He's like, we have TVs. I'm like, this isn't a fucking sports bar, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. You know?
There was
Don't play
one
there.
guy that the show's already going on. It was basically halfway over, and this guy clearly came from another bar. He was probably as tall as Fitzy, but a little bit skinnier. And
That's not very nice.
Fucking rude.
sat thinner. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean? He wasn't as thick.
Maybe
Wow.
just leave that part out next time.
Taking shots.
It wasn't on purpose, Fitz. I promise. Didn't mean the shrapnel.
More handsome and
No, he probably could have used a hat because his hairline was fucking terrible, to be honest.
Now we're getting
Keep
started.
going. Keep going.
So this guy goes in the front row, and Annie Powell is on stage. And this guy he ordered a drink, sat down, he just wouldn't shut the fuck up. He came in by himself. So I was like, this guy's clearly on something. Dude whips out a couple scratch tickets and just starts scratching tickets.
It's fucking.
She's like, what the fuck are you doing? So apparently he wasn't scratching tickets and he was like rubbing his dick.
No,
What?
And she called him out on it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's beaten off?
Not beating off, but like literally like rubbing his fucking junk in the front row. Security had to come out, escort him out.
That's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, it was fucking strange. And like the dude stood up and like he didn't look hammered, but like there was clearly some fucking screws loose. But he did have a scratch ticket in his hand. It just wasn't scratched.
Good cock on the guy or what?
Oh no, he still had his clothes on. Yeah,
That's wild, dude.
yeah, that was crazy.
People get off on weird shit.
She
you know what I
called
mean?
him right out on it though, and like made it
Yeah.
funny. It was fucking great.
Yeah, I saw went to 621 on Friday with Mags as we do, and now we're gonna ask who we ran into.
Me,
You,
Julie?
but then right after you left,
Yeah.
who took your space? Do you think?
Julie.
Kev.
Oh, Kev. Yeah.
Yeah, Kev Turner. So we had
Which
a
is
couple drinks
hilarious
with him.
because I met him at his house on that. He was like, I was like, do you want me to?
It was right
621?
before. He's like, you guys just were like ships passing
Yeah.
the night.
That's so funny.
Yeah, we had a blast. I love 621. I could fucking just move there. The Hearns next door, they were like, dude, we went. They're like, we fucking loved it.
They've
I'm like,
never
yeah,
been?
it's the fucking best. Yeah. It's the best place.
I've still never been.
I know.
I,
we
I got
gotta go.
pizza from there last night.
Did you?
Yeah, I had the girls and just low key night watching fucking stupid movies over and over again, and I just got myself a Sporky pizza. Got the
fucking
girls
love
a cheese and pepperoni.
What are they watching right now?
I make them listen to the hits. So we watched Dennis the Menace last night.
Which one? Walter Matthau?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
That's a great one.
Jumanji,
Wow.
and then
Jumanji's good too,
Liar
yeah.
Liar before they fell asleep,
Yeah.
and then I watched the rest of it.
Nice. Nice.
I saw a thing, it was like a reel or something, and it was like, to this day, every once in a while, that fucking criminal eating the apple
Yeah.
with, the,
Oh, yeah.
with the knife
Yeah.
pops into my brain.
Christopher,
Yeah.
not Walken,
Lloyd?
Christopher Lloyd, yeah. Some apple.
Yeah, we ended up like I said, it was my dad's birthday, so my sister, we got pizza from Pizza Pizza. You ever had that? It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the square. And like
Yeah, their
I don't-
Sicilian's
their
good.
Sicilian's sick, dude.
Yeah,
Like
their
I'm not
Sicilian's very
usually a
good.
square pizza guy. Leone's a square, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your feel on Leone's?
I love
Loves
Leonis,
it. You
but
love
it's
it.
obviously nostalgia for me growing up on it
Yeah.
and shit.
I know.
like it.
I think it's very good.
I think Umberto's is better.
Yeah.
And there's the one that is right in Reading near my house, Cal's Brick Oven. They do
Yeah.
a good
Didn't I send you
Sicilian.
that? And I was like,
too.
yeah, it looks fucking.
I've been there a bunch.
Yeah.
We've been going there since they opened, and it's fucking awesome.
I like it.
Their square pizza's really good. Connor loves it.
oh wait, was that? Do they have a bakery too?
Yeah,
That's what I sent you.
yeah.
Yeah, and you were
They
like,
have ice cream
yeah,
and Cal's Brick Oven.
nice shit.
So it's Cal's Creamery and Cal's Brick Oven right on Main Street.
Nice. We got Tommy going back in for another license test on Thursday.
Nice.
We gotta fucking get this thing done. You know what I
Hopefully
mean?
he doesn't get that bitch.
Dude, it's so funny. Like he was saying, one of his buddies' dads was like, "Yeah, they made him do the same thing like 3 times till he got it right. Like, and they passed him. It's like this lady was just like a
She
fucking
was like,
raging
no,
bitch.
done.
What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Can't do much. I'll tell you what. We have the golf tournament coming up. Let's just talk about that for a few minutes.
Can't wait.
So, I am like so fucking pumped for the golf tournament. Now, it looks like it may rain a little bit. Here's my little input to you. Don't be a fucking pussy.
sack up.
Sack up. It's gonna be awesome. If you don't want to come because it's raining, we still have your money. So you're already paid for.
We have most of the money.
We have most of the money. We're missing one group,
Yeah. Half of one group.
half of one group. A great man, actually.
Yeah.
He is paid. I'll say that. And his brother-in-law, I think, is paid.
Yeah.
But his other 2 loser friends have not paid. I don't know who
with
these
them.
guys are.
I was with them last night.
The guys that haven't paid?
Yeah.
What did they say?
All 4. I didn't even bring it up. I figured it would have already been paid. I didn't know.
We're talking about Evan.
Yeah, Evan.
So everything's pretty much paid. So we're gonna do. Look, it's gonna be a great time. I just talked to this guy Ed, who's the rep now, new sales rep, I think for Misguided, and we're getting a bunch of bottles of Misguided to
Nice.
give away. Some of them we're gonna keep, obviously,
Yep.
and we're gonna have like we did the longest drive, all that shit. By the way, when we played that tournament with Bob C, I hit the longest drive I've ever hit on that fucking long par 5 where I go halfway
Yeah.
up the hill.
You were close.
I never hit it long, dude.
Dude, you were close.
Yeah,
You were close.
I really
What was it,
attribute
like
that.
fucking
15 maybe?
15 yards,
Yeah.
20 yards maybe?
No, it's like 8 feet from the sign.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, I attribute that to the success lift, but that's neither here nor there. I probably walked about 3,000 steps total in the last 3 days.
I know.
It's been bad.
Weekends are tough, dude.
Brian's like, oh, here's a roller coaster, guys. Why lose 50 pounds when you lose 100 and just keep doing it? Anyways, it's gonna be a fucking awesome time. We got some fucking stars coming to this thing.
Mhm.
Josh the Iron Warrior obviously is gonna be. Josh has to like fly out legitimately like right after the tournament on a on a flight to go to. I think it's his nephew's like graduation or something.
Philly or something like that?
No,
Is that where it was?
Virginia.
Virginia.
I'm like, that's good though. It's like they just see you, then you're gone. No Fonz this year. Is he still in fucking Italy?
I think he is.
Is he?
I think
Yeah.
he is.
It's funny. I was on another podcast the other night. Everyday Nonsense is out today, we're on Sunday. You can watch it on YouTube. Great guys. A guy, Law Garino, who was on the show with us, and then his cousin, Nick. Great dude. Definitely had no idea who the fuck I was. Like I walked in, he's like, what's your name again? I'm like, by the way, they were like on the back. They're like, what do you know about the Diddy trial? You want to talk about that a little bit? And I'm like, just turn the fucking mics on. Let's
work.
I basically hosted the show. I'll tell you right now, usually I'm a bad guest, so I had to kind of host. That's what I felt like I had to do. I had to direct traffic because I'm a bad guest. I'm a good host. We're going to have Nico's going to be there. We're going to recreate that video, hopefully.
Can't
We
wait.
got a
Well,
big ass dick in the
It fucking
Celtics are out.
sucks. Like, might have to use something else.
I know, but they're just something. That'll be great. Al's going to be there, obviously. My father's going to be there. Bobby C, Clocky. Who else? Mohan's playing with my group.
Mohan's already got his clothes
Mohan's
ironed.
literally sending us outfits. It's like,
It's like the first day of school.
oh, that's where I was going with this. So they were saying that, like, I guess they'll like talk about people, and then the cousin will tell Law, like, they don't know who that is. Don't talk about, like, because how do they know who the fuck like Mohan is? You know what I mean?
Yep.
They just listened today for the first time, and you always say to those people, fuck off. Do your research, listen to the show, past shows, and then you'll know who these people are.
Learn the characters.
Yeah, learn the characters. This is
It's all about
fucking-
characters.
This is a fucking world. You're in the Corkiverse right now.
Corkiverse.
Yeah. So, anyways, but I was on that show and it was awesome. The name of the episode is 2 Beers, 2 Zins, because that's exactly what I had during it. We are drinking a Twisted Fate beer. It's a little free ad. We had Rockport last week. This is Twisted Fate. Dave was a gentleman and donated some beers to us. So we're drinking those. Danny's having Bud Light, as he does. But yeah, I'm super amped up for this fucking tournament. Kicks off Memorial Day weekend, which is huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you going up directly from this to New Hampshire?
Yeah.
So you're like leaving after the tournament?
After the tournament, we're leaving. We'll be up there early evening, and then we'll stay there till Monday.
Are you gonna do the same thing you did last year and take a nap first before you go?
I don't know. It depends on if everything's packed. I might just nap in the car.
Smart.
Yeah.
It's great. I will say this: having a son that's driving right now, even though he has
It's got to be huge.
dude, he drove me back and forth. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just like I can just get
So
cocked
great.
out of my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What a great dad. Like, what a,
How far is Nate's house from here?
it's like kind of by almost down towards like where Grimsby's is kind of.
Okay.
So, but anyways, yeah, great time. And it's good to have a kid who can drive you around when you shit face. You know what I mean? It's like big bonus, So I put out to the, I put out to all the what's it called? The Patreon
Patreon.
guys. I said, hey, give us some subjects of things to draft, right? Because we didn't really have much planned for tonight. Mostly, by the way, I have to say this: we're taking Memorial Day weekend off. We
Yeah.
might do an episode just for Patreon, maybe with me and Danny over the weekend, just to give the Patreon people something. By the way, I already announced in the Patreon we're gonna do a new run of T-shirts, and they're gonna be. You got some good ideas, Fitzy. I'm not gonna blow it out right now.
Okay.
Fitzy's idea is the
Yeah,
winner. The
yeah.
clear cut winner.
Yeah, Mags was like, "That's a fucking great idea."
Clear cut winner.
So here's what I'll do. I'll just start reading these.
Was I drunk when I came up with this idea? 'Cause
Nah.
I don't even remember it.
I don't know.
Well, you texted us, so we weren't even in.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, it was here. You might have been drunk.
No, you were texting. You remember?
No,
Yeah,
I don't remember. I swear to God, dude, my brain's mush. I don't
You're
remember
fucking
shit.
with me right now.
No.
You know, like a past, like it was.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Okay.
I do remember.
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, his name's Matt. And also I gotta say this. So I'm watching the fucking TV.
Reel it
today.
in.
Yeah, Jesus. I'm watching the television today, as you do. And like they've known that I don't like talking about politics that much. We've talked about this before. But they've known that like
Biden's cancer? We're talking about that?
Pancreatic.
Prostate. Aggressive form
Oh.
of prostate, they said.
And it's moved to his bones.
Yeah, so he's
Oh,
dead.
I thought it was-
He's dead.
Yeah.
But like, they knew that whole time that he was fucking basically a fucking vegetable. And like Chuck Schumer and them, and they asked Chuck Schumer, like, we're moving forward. It's like, dude, I get it. You want your party to win the thing, right? I understand that. And I guess the way they justify it is by being like, well, if Trump wins, it's going to ruin the world, right? That's how they convince themselves of that.
Yeah.
purposely puts somebody into office that is literally has no idea what's happening is fucked.
Did they say that they knew it like back then?
They're basically saying
Yeah.
that they all knew it. Yeah, that guy wrote that book, Jake Tapper or whatever his
Yeah.
name is. Anyways, I just thought that was so fucking weird. It's like, yeah, we know this guy's fucking basically came tie his shoes. Like,
That's fucked up.
you know what I mean? Like, let's just prop him up.
Let him-
He's gonna be
let him
dead.
fall
Like,
off a
he'll be
bike.
dead in a month.
It's gonna be quick if it's all through his bones and shit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this for a minute, right?
Okay.
Joe Biden dies.
Yep.
What does Trump do? Do you think he gives him like a respectful goodbye, or does
Loser Joe.
he? Yeah,
I think I don't know.
He'll probably go to the funeral.
Yeah.
He has to, I think.
I think he
He'll
has
wear
to.
blue.
But I think
He'll tell everyone to wear black, and he'll.
I
wear
think
blue.
he's gonna be like, Joe is a great American, not my kind of American,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he was
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah. He tried.
he tried. Yeah.
Since we were talking about other podcasts,
Yep.
we got to mention. I want to mention Cinema Showcase. I watched the whole first episode. You watched?
I
it?
did not.
You're the guy?
So-
this is what I wanted to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I watched the whole first episode, and Brendan, being the fucking salesman and fucking great host that he is, he gets to like the 15-minute mark, and he's like, "All right, so we're gonna be talking about this movie. It's called Old Boy, right?" And he's like, "If you haven't seen it, pause the show and go watch it because we're gonna spoil everything." So I was like, "Fuck." Now I have to pause this show and watch a 2-hour movie.
Oh, you watched the movie
before-
too?
Dude, it was one of the best movies
Yes,
I've ever seen
Fitzy.
in my life.
It's fucking
It's
crazy.
It's a South Korean movie. It's all subtitles. So
I'm out.
It's not dubbed. There's no English. They might have made a dubbed version. Have they?
they made an American version, but it's a little different.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You don't want
I
that.
want,
You want
the,
the real-
the Korean
yeah.
version. But if it's dubbed, Danny will watch it.
No,
So-
I was kidding because like I watched Money Heist and I thought that was awesome.
Dude, it's easy. It's not a ton of dialogue.
Yeah.
The reading part of it
It's easy.
It's easy. I'm good at English,
Yeah,
so it was
everybody
easy for me.
knows that
But
about you.
you'll be fine, dude. It was an unbelievable movie. Fucked up, sick twists and turns.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Thank you very much. So, a couple things. First of all, like I said, I'm a massive hangover. This is my first beer of the day, and I feel like an electric factory again. I just want to say that I'm coming back to life. It's like when they fucking just start put the heart attack paddles on me, and I'm just like, boom, here we go. We had our biggest download week ever for Pulling the Cork
Really?
This last week.
Nice.
Our best download week we've ever had.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I like to be transparent. About 800 or so people plus listened to Pulling the Cork last week.
That's
So
great.
thank you very much for those who do listen.
Absolutely.
At the same time, 11 people listened to Cinema Showcase last week. 11.
Week 1.
47 people watched on YouTube, so that's not bad. We had some technical difficulties. We came back we next releasing tomorrow is Dogma.
Yeah, so I've seen Dogma.
So here's the
I
funny
love
thing.
Dogma.
So Justin, right? This is hilarious. I just
So
have to
where do you
mention
guys get like? How do you know what movie you're going to talk about?
So what we're doing is every other week you get to pick. So you could pick this week and I pick next week. So Justin picked that. Now, I've seen Dogma a couple times, right? So I go the night before to like queue it up on Amazon.
Gotta buy it.
It's not available. You can't buy it. It's not available to stream anywhere because it's in like some limbo litigation with like the studios. So they are re-releasing it, I guess, like in a month or two. Kevin Smith. But right now you cannot watch this movie. So we reviewed a movie that you literally can't watch.
Yeah.
So that was week 2. that we did that. But
One
it
of
was
those,
fun.
28 Days Later
Yeah.
has never been on a streaming service until like this year.
Really?
They just re-released it, and it was something to do with Sony Pictures.
Yeah.
'Cause Sony Pictures is like defunct, right?
Yep.
It's not even a company anymore.
Yep.
But they own the rights to that movie. So I had never seen that movie. And I heard it was great. So
Yeah.
I was always like refreshing and trying to see where I could
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
Finally, they put it out, and you can like rent it or buy it on fucking Prime.
Yeah, we talked about Sinners too at the beginning because we both saw that movie. We didn't spoil that though. Yeah, it's fun. We did it on Tuesday night. You're gonna be a guest soon. We're gonna do something with Fitzy, and then Danny, you're welcome to be a guest too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We do it on Zoom, so it's like you can just do it from your bedroom or whatever you're doing. If
I'm
you're
gonna be naked.
trying to jerk off at a comedy show, anything like that.
I got a scratch ticket.
But yeah, that's you can listen to that Cinema Showcase. So anyway, so I put out to the guys, the Patreon folks and the gals, some of the greatest American women ever in the world are Patreon members. That's a fact. I put it out to them. Give us some ideas. So we don't have to draft these things. I just think the ideas are interesting. So first of all, Fonz just sticks right out because he's Fonz. Top 5 favorite things about me, which he always writes that.
Says that all the time.
Says it all the time. Best death row meal, which I think we've done, right?
Yeah.
Best what?
Death row meal. Like if you had to get
Oh,
death
yeah,
row
we've
meal.
talked about
Yeah.
that a lot.
Most
Recently, too.
disappointing,
Yeah.
most disappointing landmarks around the world.
That's actually
It's
funny.
actually a really good
That's
one.
funny.
And 5 guys you would abandon. This is the one that really fucking like kind of blew my brain. 5 guys you would abandon your family for because they're rich, but not for something gay. What does that even mean? I don't know if I abandoned my family for any guy. Imagine you had to go live in a guy's house who was rich. Be like, he gives you a credit card. Like, what is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Top 5 favorite things about Fonz. I'm struggling. You know what I mean? His espresso martini reviews are good.
I'll tell you one thing. When I see him in person,
It's an automatic smile.
it lights me up.
It's an automatic
I agree.
smile.
I smile right when I see
Yeah.
him.
He's, by the way, he's jerking off right now. You heard
Yeah.
that? He's like
Yeah.
fucking stilted.
I like his jazz hands.
I like his jazz hands too. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, which he's talking about in here, is fucking disappointing. I went to that.
Really?
I was in Italy and we took a bus tour to this place. And you get out, and you're like, there it is. Like I always say, like I always say this. You know, I'm like, you know the Paul Revere statue in Boston? People are like, yeah. I'm like, I've never seen it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I don't get off on seeing.
The first one
You can
that
see it on TV.
first one that stood out to me was Plymouth Rock, dude.
Oh yeah, that's
Plymouth Rock
wicked-
stinks.
That
wicked
is
disappointing.
You
yeah.
take a fucking 2-hour trek down to the Cape, and you're like, there it is,
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
surrounded by a cage, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That gets more love than some humans.
I was thinking of fucking Bunker Hill Monument.
Yeah, I mean, I went to the top of that, and I was like, now what?
So I was a fat kid in school when we went on the field trip. I got like halfway up and I was like, fuck this. Turned around and walked down.
Yeah, monuments and landmarks.
Yeah,
like,
like
don't
I went to
know.
the Empire State Building when
Yeah.
Tess was, and we brought her up to the top. I'm like, this fucking sucks. Fuck this place.
Like, I think I would love the Alamo, and then I get there, and be like, oh, that's cool.
No basement
Done.
in it. We know that from Pee Wee Herman. That's where his bike was supposed to be. So that was his. Our guy Marky Barry said best car vehicle chase scenes, best guns shootout battles.
Oh, okay, Corral.
Yeah, but Tombstone, I think. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Tombstone. Yeah, like that's unbelievable.
The car chase at the beginning of Goonies.
That's a great fucking. That's a stale, dude.
That car chase is fucking awesome. They
Yep.
go through that on the beach
Yep.
with the big fucking trucks and
Yep.
they just blow all those trucks away.
And then what was the big brother's name? That this wasn't the same truck. I mean, the same chase. But when he ended up stealing that little girl's bike.
Oh yeah. Brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to say that I have some great shit for the Patreon to discuss, but it cannot be discussed on the main show. So,
Love it.
The town chase was pretty good through the North End.
Yep, that was good. Obviously,
That's bias.
wicked far-fetched.
Yeah, no shit.
Like
dude.
it's bumping to bumper traffic all the time.
Well, not only that, but like, when is there never cars not parked on those streets?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
yeah. Dave, our boy,
Oh, I love
Original
it.
Ginger?
We're just going all through these.
pet peeves.
Yeah, pet peeves are good.
I was trying to think of that the other day. What's like
Leaving
I
the
know-
shower curtain open.
really that drives
Drives
you
me
nuts?
fucking bananas.
I do that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Sicko.
I do it too.
I do, yeah.
You'd
Sicko.
hate living with us.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand it.
Good thing we're not rich and you have to pick us.
I know.
We want to fucking live off of.
Yeah, I don't know what like late tardiness is my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
Like severe, like somebody who's chronically tardy
Yep.
to me is like the laziest thing to do. And then I read something once that like being late is like a power move.
Yeah.
Like subconsciously that's a power move by people.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't
you're-
know if that's true or not, but now I think that's true.
Yeah.
Like when people are late, I'm like, you're just trying to flex on me.
I think
like,
you're
my
saying-
time's not worth shit.
I think you're low-key saying you just don't like black people, dude.
Why are black people late all the time?
What? That's like, it's basketball and tardiness. Like, that's it.
Basketball is tardiness.
They're fucking infamously late. Infamously late.
Well,
Shopping carts. Not bringing the cart back to the fucking
That's
thing.
that's
a bad one.
Peduzzo's too.
Pisses
He always
me off,
mentions
dude.
that.
It pisses me off because fucking the wind takes those things. It hits other cars. Then it's in the way. You're trying to find a parking spot and there's a random fucking cart there.
Yeah.
If it's the only parking spot, now you got to stop your car, get out,
Yeah.
move the cart. Like, just don't be ignorant. Be fucking part of society.
Yeah.
How about Walmart? The balls on them to try to ask for your receipt.
After self checkout.
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck you.
That was one of
Beat
my
it.
best reels.
Fuck
You
that.
talking about that. What the fuck is going on with this beer?
Oh, no.
That's a pet peeve right there.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve. It's not Dave's fault. It's my fault. Probably shut
That's
it up.
bad head.
That's bad head. Yeah, so he had a pet peeves. I thought that was a good one. Matt Ricci. Best concerts, bands or artists you wish you could have seen that you didn't see. And then he had most overrated musicians. Is it still okay to crank MJ, R. Kelly, and Diddy if the mood calls for it?
Yes.
Okay.
I listened to R. Kelly today.
Yeah. I mean, Ignition fucks.
Ignition, the remix to Ignition.
Yeah, the remix. Yeah. What do you think, Vince?
I try to turn off MJ
What?
if he comes on.
'Cause he fucked kids.
He fucked kids.
Yeah, but R. Kelly did too.
Yeah, and he kept them like
And
prisoner.
he pissed on them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, listen, we all got our faults. You know what I mean? I'm not-
So the Roots is still around, but the Roots were here at House of Blues. And
Yep.
me and Melissa were like back and forth. Are we getting tickets? Are we not getting tickets? And we ended up not getting tickets. And I regret not seeing the Roots. I fucking love the Roots.
Black Dot is nasty.
Unbelievable.
He's
in my
nasty.
top 5.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
He's not in mine, but I respect it.
but you could still see them.
That's what I mean. So I
Yeah.
don't. It's not someone that I
Like
could
Tom
still-
Petty for me.
Yeah, someone that you can't
Got
see.
dead.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Petty's the fucking balls. Gibby the Geek.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law.
Yep. Wedding do's and don'ts. Manliest, most badass things people do. Worst, best neighborly activities. I can tell you the manliest, most badass thing that one of our Patreon members does. Reviewing espresso martinis. There's nothing more manly and badass than doing that. Being like 3 beans. It's
a little on the sweet
I will
side.
say this: when he made us those espresso martinis, when he came
were
on,
good.
they were fucking awesome.
Yeah, very good.
They were very good. Most manliest things that people do. I don't know. I mean,
Fight.
fight. Yeah, fight people. I
Being a
guess.
boxer. Being Shay fucking Wilcox.
Yeah, being Shea Wilcox. By the way, fighting again in June.
June 20th.
Right.
I'm seriously considering getting a potty bus, by the way.
So Scotty Hewitt, my Patreon member / basically my brother-in-law. He's like, we got to get a potty bus. Like he's like, we got to all
Let's
go
get
down.
2 of them.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like,
You know?
fuck it. Who's he fighting? Is somebody good?
I'm not sure who it is yet.
You don't know?
Oh, he might. I just don't know who it is.
Is that a Saturday?
It's a Friday. So like that's
Not
your,
bad.
so the reason I say potty bus is I did this drive for his first fight
Yep.
and it sucks. It's like Friday afternoon going to Bridgewater. Never mind the South Shore. You're basically in the Cape as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
It's a hike.
It's a hike and I just don't want to deal with it. I'd rather be with my pals and let someone else deal with it, you know? Play some tunes and just go nuts. Manliest thing, I don't know, get drafted, go to war,
Yeah, that is a good one.
you know?
Yeah.
Like go into the army.
Yeah, and like without even, you know, you're 18 years old, you don't even know what the fuck you're looking for.
Yeah.
And you just like go to the Viet Cong and just, what do they look like? Just start hitting that trigger.
Yeah, that generation, like the World War II generation, those guys were fucking manly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, they attacked us and we had to stand up for our country. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Did you guys watch that Bin Laden
I'm like,
documentary
I went
yet?
to 621 last night. Got shit faced on my mind. No, but Maggie was talking about watching it.
So it's awesome. It's 3 episodes. You could bang it out in one night. There was one part that like gave me chills, and he was like, it's not giving it away. It's more of a quote, but he was basically saying we went into enemy territory. He goes, do not let these guys, if you're on your last bullet, save it for yourself and do not try to shoot them because they're gonna
Capture you
torture you,
to get
put
information.
put on fucking the internet for everyone to see. He goes, do not do that for your country. And I'm getting it right now.
Yeah.
He was like, just off yourself,
So just
pretty
blow
much.
your brains
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
He was like, save it for yourself. And I was like, America.
Remember
kill
that?
yourself.
They had that Al Jazeera TV where they were
Yes.
just fucking
Yeah.
showing beheadings
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
No, whatever. I don't even want to talk about that. But yeah, getting drafted is pretty fucking
You know what
manly.
else is wicked manly? Is talking about Drake's cock all the time. That's a wicked manly. Yeah, getting drafted, just being in the army is fucking manly as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have mad respect for anybody that does. Obviously, has been in the service. Imagine if you came out and being like, "I have no respect for you if you've been in the service." Like that was your take. You're
I
like,
don't think you can have that. Take.
No, you can't.
You know?
Well, you can, but you get
You
killed.
could, but I don't think any normal person would have that. Take.
No, like a loser would have that. It would be somebody that's like on the internet or something like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Getting some likes.
So and then Sean B, our boy, is helping us with the golf tournament. Walkout songs.
oh,
Yeah.
I think I'd go TNT, if I'm being honest. I fucking love TNT by AC/DC.
Yeah, that's a
Stone
good
Cold
one.
Steve Austin, Glass Shatters.
Sick.
Here I come.
Shipping up to Boston.
Yeah.
We came out for our wedding, like the reception to that.
Did you?
Yeah, that's a sick one.
Yeah.
Blind by Korn. I know that. I know
I
that's
don't-
I
a,
didn't have that on my bingo
Well, so-
card for you.
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't think I know that song.
you do because
If I heard it, I bet
just
I
the beginning of it.
Yeah.
But that's all you need. But it's a huge build up, and then the guy just starts screaming, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
It was awesome at Woodstock '99 that I saw on TV because I wasn't there in person.
Welcome to the Black Parade by that band. Remember, it's the one that I told you guys to watch when
Oh,
Sean
yeah,
O'Brien was
yeah,
here, and you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were like, "Nah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching something else."
Public service announcement by Jay-Z.
That's a sick.
That's
one.
what.
Oh, by the way, Sean
Shay came
O'Brien,
out.
he was doing some shows down in Nashville, right?
Nashville, baby. Yeah, he
Nice.
did. He did back-to-back shows in Nashville, and then me and him got the show. Any of the South Shore guys, if you're near Taunton, we're gonna be. I don't know. I have no idea the name of it. I'll put it out there once I know. But we're in Taunton this Thursday, the 22nd. Me and Sean are down there. Got asked Friday when I had my show if I could fill in for somebody, and
Nice.
that's it. So yeah, South Shore people, I'm coming your way. Bring some fucking bar pies and let's call it a day.
Bring some of that mediocre pizza that you
Yeah.
guys have down there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was, I'll tell you what, right now, it's so annoying, dude, by the way, the weather right now, because it's like 1 minute, it's like fucking gorgeous out. And like the next day, it's like raining and fucking miserable.
Even today, the weather today was bipolar.
Yeah.
We were at the baseball field at 12:30.
Windy.
But yeah, by the time we were like mid game, the wind was so bad and it looked like the skies were going to open up. We got the game in, it didn't rain, and then all of a sudden at like 4 p.m., it's 75 degrees out.
Yeah.
In like dead air.
Yeah. Would you rather, let me ask you this question. Would you, like, when somebody does something solid for you, right? You got to get them a gift, right?
Mhm.
So, like, I was thinking about this the other day. Whenever somebody does something good for you, like, you got to get them something. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a way to do it, you know? Like, it's like, my buddy Levy will probably listen to this before the podcast, but I got him, I think, a Pro V once because he got test the job at Home Depot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you got to fucking give back when you get a little bit of something. You know what I mean?
That's a good fucking gift, dude.
Well, I mean, it's a good hookup, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fucking good place to work right down the street. Fucking $90 an hour, by the way. No big deal. It's pretty good. I really like, what were we making when we were kids?
$6.
My first job, it was $725, and I think my take home was like $272 a week. I thought I was the richest kid out.
Yeah.
Full 40.
Full 40. Yeah. Malden Housing Authority. I was 14. My father had to cash my checks for me.
Yeah. I think I'm so old they paid us in like shillings. I think. they're like, here you go, boy. And, like, there's a little stack of gold coins.
I worked at Brigham's and I think I started at like 5:15, but they paid.
They paid fucking-
More
they
ways
paid
than one,
stolen
dude.
ice
They
cream.
paid daily.
They paid daily for the
My
crime.
first
They
two
never
jobs
financially recovered.
were Brigham's in Circuit City, and they're both out of business. And I stole fuck tons from both of them.
Fuck tons.
I think the statute of limitations is gone from that. Though. I don't think they can come after me for the hurt. And I put
7
on
years,
them.
I think, right? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
We need a lawyer.
I was texting with Will Noonan yesterday. He was on a trip down Kentucky, and he's like, "When's it all right?" We were bouncing back, like how to like maintain a soft buzz throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like you do the beer before softball, and then you do one after softball. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a complete loses like pursuit. You know what I mean? Like
It's a lot of trial and error.
It's a lot, but it's a complete loses game. You know what I mean? It's like Panuzzo would never be like, "Oh, I'm gonna have this beer before my kids' game."
Yeah.
Like I'm like, if I get this, I'll get a nice little soft glow right out of that into like the evening beer. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, listen, I like to chase it a little bit. You know, that's what I like to do. You know,
Yeah.
Fitz, you've been known to,
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
all have.
Like
But I tailgated Pop Warner games.
but you don't drink at home.
No. I did last night.
I probably shouldn't have put a bar in my house.
Yeah.
Probably
I had a couple last night at the house. There's only so much Robin Williams you can take watching
It's true.
Jumanji.
Yeah,
I coach.
R.I.P.
I coach baseball though.
yeah.
So it's like I'm not going to drink before coaching other people's kids. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm in the stands, I'll have a beer before a fucking kids game
Dude, yeah. I mean, people are drinking at these games all the time.
all the time.
You know what I mean?
I
If
think
you
that's
look around and see like
a
Yetis,
Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually
Stanley's,
don't.
Yetis,
Weirdly enough, I don't, because I'm better than everybody else. But mostly, you know, I'm a responsible parent. I do it beforehand or after. I mean, I'll do a little coke at the game. You know what I mean? Like I'll do a little toot,
little bathroom bump.
a little bathroom bump, but I'm not going to be sitting there drinking beers. You know.
But even like today, I coached Little League. Then we had hockey at Hockey Town. I didn't drink before hockey either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking drive on Route 1
I know.
with
Right.
my kid.
What do you think? You're fucking crazy, you know?
Dude,
Piece of shit.
Brew One is fucking terrible. Getting
You know,
all
I
that
had one,
off.
dude. I'll tell you, I had one of those days today where I think I texted you, Danny. I'm like, I had like 8 combos and like some Sour Patch Kids.
On my third nap.
Yeah, my third nap. Had one of those days where I couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat. You know what I mean? You know what the best is? Thursday night, I went up and did the show with the guys at Everyday Nonsense. And so I didn't eat before. Because I'm always like, if I'm going to do something like that, I never eat. Because I'm like, what if I have to shit my pants? Like, what if I have a bad stomach? I got home and Maggie's like, there's a half a burrito from Chipotle in the fridge. I'm like, let's fucking go. Like, I wasn't expecting it. Just like, like when you don't expect some good food to be there and it's there, it's like the best surprise
awesome.
in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like when somebody's like, oh, I got you a sub from New Deal. It's like, are you fucking serious? That might be the easiest way to my heart is food.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, I mean, I just fucking love like eating food. Obviously, we've discussed this. You do too, Fitz, right?
Yep.
Although I don't really eat when I drink.
See, I do. I'm fucking terrible. I get
Yeah.
drunk and then late at night I eat something. And it's always just a terrible
Trash,
decision.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like pizza or
Fish
something.
sticks.
I think my sister Emily's on record
Do you
as
eat
saying,
tartar sauce?
No.
So what do you ketchup on fish sticks?
I haven't had a fish stick in probably fucking 20 years, but when I was a
fish
kid,
sticks
yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
Fish
I
sticks
would
rule.
have
I haven't had fish sticks.
I would
either.
have a mound of fish sticks and a big amount of ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's one thing I'll say about 621. Now we're on record as saying this is my favorite place to eat in the world. It
Yeah.
is. That has not changed. That said, I decided to go off the
What
reservation.
haddock?
I got haddock. And the haddock was great. They use a little cinnamon in their tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Fucking hate cinnamon in my tartar sauce.
I
I
don't
know
think
some
I've
people
ever
like
had
it.
it.
It's like nutmeg or like cinnamon there. I hate that. Just give me the fucking true fucking mayonnaise tartar sauce. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I don't think I would like that either.
No.
Like a cinnamon or fucking.
That being said, Mag's got fish tacos.
They were unbelievable.
You would have been stuffed.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Three of them,
literally,
dude. Yeah,
I ate
huge.
one.
Huge, yeah.
I ate one. She ate one. I didn't really even eat my meal because I ate one of those,
Yeah.
and it was like enough for both of us. We could have just split the thing, you know.
Huge.
I love fish tacos.
Yeah?
Melissa gets them all the time too. She loves them.
Yeah, everybody knows you love fish tacos.
Yeah.
Biggest
Bing
fish
bong.
taco guy in the world. All right, let's do a couple of ads real quick. So, Bella's roast beef. Danny, go for it.
Bella's 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover. I'm going to put my buddy on the spot right now. Matt Sullivan sent me a video on Instagram today of a kid doing the professor.
Mm.
And he says, I can beat this and no problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I saw that video.
So he goes, I'm going to beat this. So I'm going to put him on the spot. I'm going to go up there with him when he attempts
Okay.
this. Sully can put some food back for sure. I've seen him do it. I seen him during COVID steal someone that went to the bathroom's tray of nachos and eat it at Applebee's. So he's got no shame in his game. I have confidence in him, but like the professor's that's a man sandwich, dude.
It's a monster.
So we're gonna go up there. We're gonna. I'll tell you guys a date that we're doing it. I haven't even talked to him yet. He's gonna hear this and be like, "What the fuck, dude?" You know. 1211 Osgood Street, BellasNA.com, the best in the business, the reigning champ of Beast Madness.
All right, American Benchcraft. By the way, it is almost fucking Father's Day. It's coming up. You really want to get yourself some fucking American Benchcraft gear. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. Like, I have everything, pretty much. I have the ledger. I've got the belt. I have the bag, the tool bag. Their stuff's unbelievable, and I'll tell you right now, they're free shipping on orders over $100, and use the code Corker, you get 20% off. Long-term partners of ours, one of my favorite sponsors. All the sponsors are great, but they are fucking exceptional. They got like dog collars. They got everything. They're like literally like my favorite fucking thing to look at their website and like look at all the different shit they have, like flashlight sheaths, all this shit. But anyways, check them out. They're the best of the business. AmericanBenchcraft.com or at Benchcraft on Instagram, right? Misguided Spirits, real quick. Big sponsor of the podcast. Big Bad James, Pope of Party on Instagram. MisguidedSpirits.com. You can order their stuff there. I'm getting a new updated list this week from the guy Ed, because we're meeting up to get some bottles for the tournament. So go on their website, check them out. Their booze is fucking awesome. I brought a bottle of the rum, silver rum, to my guy Lagarino the other night. So drop that off to him. So that's them. Success Lift. me and Fitzy are not the best products of the success of this weekend, but in general,
No,
we
but
are.
usually we're doing all right.
I
Yeah.
took the week off from the gym, just
nice.
took the week off.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
down
actually
20 pounds.
I'm back in the gym.
Yeah, I saw that.
I went back.
I think I got a hernia.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah?
Remember how you thought you had
I
one?
thought I had
But I
one.
got one like, dude, it's like my lowest stomach. It's like fucked, like burns when I like bend over. Imagine if I'm dying of fucking stomach
So
cancer.
I went to-
Everybody will go to that funeral. By the way, it's gonna be a sick
Oh, it's gonna be
funeral.
packed. You know how many of those books they're gonna fill out?
Dude, how many? All right,
That's what fucking
Okay.
Benchcraft should start doing is making those leather bound books for funerals.
for funerals. Idea, man. I like
Yeah.
that. Why don't we do this? Why don't we talk about this for a minute? If you had like to plan your own funeral party, like what would it be?
Open bar.
Yeah, would be the IA.
IA for sure.
Yeah.
Like where else am I going?
I
You want me
mean,
at Spinelli's, dude? No, I know what I am.
I would want mine at the IA. I'd want like people to have a good time.
That's
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You want people to fucking party. Maybe some music. I'd like some Irish music there.
Yep.
Maybe Genty.
By the way,
Yeah.
it was this fucking close to going to see Genty Friday night. This fucking close.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Only reason we didn't, I was like, I'd rather just get back this way.
Yeah.
So I'm like really
Dude,
fucking mad. I didn't.
It's funny you say that, right? So I saw today in a story that he's playing at McGonagall's at 4:00. I almost wanted to text you guys and be like, guys just want to go to McGonagall's? Fucking just go down there and watch him play tunes in Dorchester and drink fucking beers.
We can do it next
Like-
weekend if he's there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
you won't be here, right?
No,
You'll be away.
I'll be
Me
away.
and you can go. Genty's the fucking best. He's the best. Yeah, but dude, if you're having a funeral or whatever, you want people to have a good time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, I
Do you want
told
to be
you.
laid out?
Yeah.
Like the YA used to do?
Yeah.
Body laid out, boys taking shots off the casket.
Yes.
I would want to roast.
He wants me to roast you?
Yeah, roast me while I'm fucking
Nah.
dead.
I wouldn't hate that.
Disrespectful.
Talk shit.
You're not there to clap back, though.
That's fine.
Did you ever
That's
see
the
that?
problem.
You ever see that dude? I think it was in Puerto Rico where they like propped him up in the chair, made him look like he was alive.
Weekend at Bernie's?
Literally.
Basically, the
Literally.
real version
Really?
of that.
Yeah. They like propped him up, put him in like street clothes. I know people who listen to this have seen this, so I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He's got like a hat on, sunglasses. Girls are like on his lap, like he's just at a club. It's fucking bizarre. But, you know, they're Puerto Ricans. You know what I mean?
Scotty Scheffler just win this thing again?
Yep.
Dude, he's a fucking dog. A man of Christ, by the way, which I enjoy.
Also a criminal.
Also a criminal. Yep. Two good things right there. You know what I mean?
Best of both worlds.
You know I have a black church down the street, by the way?
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wear like, the women wear like traditional, like African garb.
Really?
And it's like, the outfits are fucking on point, dude.
Yeah.
Like sick. You know what I mean?
There's been times when we're recording and there's no parking because
Yeah,
fucking
because of black church.
the church is packed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to
Start going.
I went to my cousin's baptism today, and the priest who I've known my entire life, Father Bill, who, by the way, Navy sailor, also Navy boxer. His nose was fucking crooked as shit. Man of God, he retired. We got a new priest in there. Happens to be a Haitian fella. This guy, it was record time in and out of a church today. 22 minutes. Five people got baptized.
22 minutes?
22 minutes. This guy
That's
was
sick.
it was awesome. Could have left the car running.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great. Like, what's this guy's name? He's cool.
Dude, here's the thing about the church. The newer church is like, Tess told me that she went to, on Easter Sunday, she didn't come home because obviously like they have class the next day. So her and her friends, one of her friends, her girlfriend's or roommate is, is fairly religious, right? And they all went to church. They went to like a new, what are they called?
Unitarian?
Unitarian or like, one that's like basically invites everybody.
Yeah.
Except for Jews, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. But like, she's like, yeah, there was music. It was fucking awesome. She's like, there was like a rock band in there, and I'm like, dude, make church fun again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even give a fuck if you're like Jewish, fucking Catholic, whatever. Like, make church fun again. You know what?
There's no reason why you can't.
You know the longest church fucking you'll ever see through in your life is Greek Orthodox. My mother's two best friends are Greek. So I've been to Greek Orthodox church like fucking 20 times. And it's like, just set aside the amount of time it would take you to like basically play a full 18 holes of golf. Like, that's how long Greek church is.
Really?
I'm out.
Yeah, I don't want to do
I'll just see you at the beef shop.
Yeah.
It's true. So, by the way, speaking of 18 holes of golf, go back to the golf a little bit real quick. So who's in your group? You,
Me,
the two suitors.
the two suitors who I just left their house. Your neighborhood is gonna be on fire. I give it 6 months before. Like,
Before somebody burns his house
there's
to the ground.
no rhyme or reason why this kid should live in Melrose. But yeah, the two suitors,
I might move out.
and then John Moraes,
Yes.
Papa John.
Stevie is a great kid. He's actually overdue to be on the show, by the way.
Yeah, he talked about that. He actually,
He wants to come on, but I'm like, what are you going to say? He's like, I'm going to make fun of Gillis. I'm like, that's going to last 3 minutes.
and I'm
What
gonna
else you
murder
gonna
him.
talk about?
And then
Yeah.
his sister was there today, and she was like, "I'm coming." She literally just texted me, and she goes, "What's the address?" And I go, "There's no fucking chance you're coming here." And then she goes, "I was just fucking with you. I'm already back at my house." But Bridget is the female version of me. She's a firecracker. She's out of her fucking mind.
Who's in your group, Fitz?
I need a fourth. I have
I might have a guy for you. Talked about this.
a guy from Reading, one of my buddies from Reading, and then I have a guy from work, and I'm looking for a fourth.
Okay. I got a fourth for you, I think. So we'll talk
we'll
about that
figure it
offline.
out,
Yeah. I got
You're
two
with-
Mars.
You're with the fucking PGA Tour.
Well, PGA Tour, and then like basically like fucking the fresh air program from Mohan. Mohan's in the group. Good thing he's gonna look good because he's not gonna play good.
Is he good? No.
He says he's not good. I played with him.
We
he's
played
not
him.
bad.
He's not terrible.
not horrible. I mean,
Better than me.
like Kev and Tim are
He's better than
strike
us?
balls.
Yes.
Mohan's
Yes.
better than us.
Not by a lot.
It makes it look better, I think.
I don't know. We'll decide. I'll report back after the tournament.
Yeah.
And we got I got Tim Marr and Kev Marr. So they will be. You know what the great thing about Tim Marr is?
Who's better, Tim or Kev?
Tim, you said, right?
They go back and forth.
Do
Like
they?
they can beat each other, but like
Because I've seen Kev. Kev fucking crushes the ball.
Timmy's just as good.
Just as good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're about the same.
And it's unbelievable because they're not big humans.
No, they smoke the ball.
Yeah.
After
Smoke the
crank
ball,
it.
dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You know, the good thing is for Mohan is one thing about Tim Marr. He's like a really intense. He's very different than Kev. He's a really intense person, but like he's the best like pump up guy.
Hype man,
Like
yeah.
he's like he'll be like, you can get that shot all day. You have that shot all day. Like he's like the best like
Kev's
hype
like,
man.
that was all right.
Yeah, yeah. Kev's like the anti-hype man. He's like, when are you gonna contribute? It's gonna be a great day though. I'm fucking pumped. So we're doing some prizes.
Yep.
Obviously, the prizes for the winners of the tournament, like usual. But we're gonna do a raffle. Obviously, you buy mulligans. Basically, we're making all our money for Cystic Fibrosis from the mulligans and shit like that. You know what I mean? And the raffle tickets. I think we have like $800 of wiggle room. And then we're gonna make it on top of that. So hopefully we'll get to $3,000 again. But basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Al's donating a bunch of booze. We got a wheelbarrow out there. That's gonna be wheelbarrow full of booze. So you get that.
Nice.
We're gonna do a scratch ticket board, right? And we're gonna get a case of beer from Twisted Fate. And we got, and then we'll probably do 50-50. Is that
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I should do is I should take, we have one drawer in the house that's just gift cards. That like literally, apparently Maggie doesn't like believe that it's to be used.
Dude,
We're like hoarding thousands of dollars of gift cards.
real quick, while
Yeah.
you don't lose your train of
No,
thought.
no, no, I got you. Go ahead.
Do you remember, like 6 months ago, we went to Hooters
Yeah.
and we got conned into buying gift
I
cards?
bought it. Yeah. Yeah. And you bought
I
one.
still
Yeah.
have one in my fuck. I went to go look for something in my wallet, and I'm like, oh my god, I had no idea it was there. So I got a Hooters gift card I can donate to this.
Oh, nice. Oh, we got to force him to Merrimack Valley too. My buddy, my father's buddy, Danny O'Neill, ex-chief of police, absolute legend, donated that.
That's a sick prize.
Addie
That's
said
awesome.
to Maggie, she's like, can we go to the mall and like get this or whatever? Maggie's like, you know, we're trying to conserve money right now. You know, I mean, we're a kid in college, you know what I mean? And Addie goes, well, you can just dip into that magical drawer that grows gift cards that we have over there. I'm like, it's true. There's gift cards that they're like Turner's, like all these places. I'm like, are we ever going to cash some of this in, like
Yeah.
and use it, you know? Like,
And then I
that'd be
found
great.
one from 621 from 5 years ago. I put that on Facebook a couple of days ago. Literally, May 1st, I found it, and it was for May 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
They were giving gift cards out if you came and ordered food to go. They were giving you $10 gift cards. I'll add that one to it too.
You know what? Add that. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do, I'll go down to 621 and get a $100 gift card. We'll throw that in the mix.
And $100 is getting you a lot of food.
Dude, it is amazing.
I don't know how they make money.
Look, we got me and Maggie bought 2 big meals the other night. I bought you beer, I think.
I
right?
just walked out on it. I was hoping you were going to buy it.
I bought
Literally, I had one beer.
I bought
and
you
I
a beer.
left.
I think I bought Kev 2 beers, right?
Yep.
And Kev bought us a drink. He was drinking like a Captain Ninja or something. My bill was like fucking $90.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
dude, like
crazy.
drinking. We sat there for fucking like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's good.
guzzling fucking Miller Lights.
I bring
We
my
guzzled
clan.
them.
I bring my clan out, which is 6 people if we're all there,
Yeah.
right? It's $100.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
And we're leaving with leftovers for every single time.
Nobody's got more free ads on this podcast.
We got to
than
talk to them. I
600.
think. I think
Yeah,
we got to
no.
talk to them.
I don't think they need us though, dude.
They don't. They but that's like, I don't know if you remember the early days when we were doing American sprinkler systems.
yeah.
And the guy was like, just don't even mention my name. He was like, I'm just trying to help you guys out.
Yeah. Nice of them.
Yeah.
By the way, back to that, the success lift, real quick. Brian Panuzzo. Great man with a lot of knowledge about how to get yourself into shape. We have a group. It's $100 a month. You're in the group. You report your steps in the morning. You also get all these workout plans. He is there for any question you have. If you want to ask him, like, should I be eating this? I'm honest. I was in here with Buggy the other night. Buggy's like, dude, you look great. I'm like, thanks. He's like, this is the longest I think I've ever seen you like keep weight off.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not a good sign because that's about 3 months. But regardless, he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I think I'm just like kind of understanding how to eat better.
Yeah.
And that really came from what he tells us. You know what I mean? So like I always say, yeah, like $600. If I paid if you said right now you could lose 20 pounds, but it costs you $600, you pay it. So that's the way it works. It's a great group. Bob C's in there. You're in there. We're all in there. Mohan's in there. Dustin Fannon's like fucking getting chiseled out. dude.
Yep.
He's fucking really hammering it.
By the way,
He's doing
Dustin
good.
Fannin, like,
He was
this man
already-
had big goals because I'm
I
like,
know.
you already look great.
Yeah.
I missed that motherfucker, by the way. He
Yeah.
was when he came for the Patreon podcast,
It was awesome.
literally like an absolute fucking legend. Also, real quick shout out to a guy who's been a day one. Brian Bach made that little thing with the jeans, worst purchases, with the jeans on the back.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah,
he
for
does
sure.
that like every week. It's unbelievable. Also, I have to say, my father, you know who hates compliments more than anybody? Al. My father said Al's the top guest. Al's one of his favorite guests to have on the show. His comedic timing is excellent. All right.
Comedic timing from
Yeah.
fucking Big T.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a big, you know, he's like, it's like Josh, him, you know, Andrew Fontana, he mentioned specifically, you know. But anyways, yeah, go to the Success Lift and you can check out Brian. Just send us a message or send him a message.
I gotta say another free ad just for Fonz, right? Even if you're not friends with him on Facebook or Instagram, do it because there's no one more miserable trying to get fucking weight off than him. He's like, did the stairs today. It sucked, but I got it done. Like that little 60-second bit gets me every
Really?
single time. He's just in his car.
In his car.
Miserable.
I'm on day 4 of the
or
Success
after the
Lift
gym.
workout
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
Today I did legs. Yeah, and he basically just like talks about how much he can. What's he do?
Squat, leg press.
Leg press. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, awesome,
Yeah.
sweet. Like,
I fucking hope you can leg press with those trunks. You know what I mean?
yeah. But anyways, that's a great group. We're all in it. Fitz, so what will you do up at Mox?
Fish,
Yeah,
swim,
yeah.
crush beers.
Any golf? Danny, do you want to play golf one day after the tournament on the weekend? You gonna force them somewhere? I'd like to play golf.
Same.
We've golfed up there. There's
You
a
have. I know
nice
you
course,
guys, yeah.
Province,
Where do you wanna go?
Province Lake golf course. It's
Yeah.
nice course. I took Connor one day.
Oh,
So
nice.
Me and Mark went with Connor and his son Mark Jr. and it was fucking awesome. We did 9
Yeah.
because we had the kids with us, but it was fucking great.
I don't know. Let's talk to. Well, Josh is gonna be gone. Maybe we'll talk to Al and see if he wants to play.
Sure.
Maybe we'll play on Memorial Day, maybe Monday.
Sure.
Like do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me ask something too. You play golf more than anyone in this room.
not
What's
really. I've only played
no,
once
no,
this
but
year.
for sure, like way
Yeah,
more rounds.
I have played more. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the most you've ever paid? And I'm gonna get. There's a reason I'm asking this. What's the most you've ever paid for a scramble tournament per person?
My father had one that I was in that like I don't think we're playing it. Yeah, it would have already happened. It was like through his buddy. It was $250 a person. It was
Okay.
Grant Links.
So
They did give you like sick, like you got a sick like fucking hoodie basically, like
yep.
or whatever. But
So that piece of shit Stevie, right, is he's got a tournament coming up in June, and he says to me today, he goes, you guys gonna do the fucking tournament? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm like, I'm in 3 that month. Like, it's not like I can.
Yeah.
I work for a company, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like I can
yeah.
just take these days off. He's like, well, whatever, dude. It's only like $250 a person. I go, what are we doing here for
only two.
$250 a person, right? So like, I didn't understand you railing in the dough. You bought a house of Melrose and whatnot. $250 a person is not the norm for a golf tournament in Massachusetts.
No.
So you said that, and like you had to go into detail what you got. I go, what am I getting for $250 besides golf?
Yeah.
And you know what he said? Basically nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I agree with that.
That's a lot of money.
We used to do it because it was like my dad's buddy, who's in 2 guys he worked at Gillette with for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And his buddy, one of his buddies, this guy, his son owns Finback, the brewing, like the company. They sell like, they're great beers. He brings me a case when I would go see him, and he would be like, I'm like, oh, this is great. He's like, told him, fucking shit's too expensive. Nobody's drinking this. Who's gonna want to drink this stuff? It costs $20 for 4 beers.
They're a big company.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But yeah, that's a lot of money.
He
So
al-
we kept prices. By the way, we basically like should have gone to 175
yeah.
just to make sure that we had stuff covered.
Yeah.
But we already announced 150 because Mount Hood went up $10 a person. That's
Crazy.
an incredibly large. If you think about the markup on that, right?
It's a big jump from one year to the next.
Dude, it's over. It literally was. It's like 12 or 13% increase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the Frenchman who runs the place there, Xavier, he's gonna pay for it when I see him. Yeah, right now. I'll take a 4 iron off his fucking leg,
Yeah.
right to his leg. Yeah, but dude, that's expensive. That's too much money.
Yeah. And then I was like, so what's going to? He's like, oh, we're donating to 2 charities. Why not just do one? Number one, just rotate it. If you know what I mean? If you had 2, and I feel like you're
Yeah.
taking away from another one.
Yeah.
But whatever. Neither here or there. I told him to piss up a rope. I am not doing this fucking tournament at $250 a whack. I mean, I love golf. I especially love scrambles. Like, that's my favorite golf.
It is.
Because you can just walk back into the clubhouse and, would you? Oh, 14 under. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
it's not realistic golf. I'm not cheating, but like, I'm going to have some ringers on me, and that might be a realistic for the foursome.
Yeah.
Makes you sound like you know what the fuck you're doing.
And I don't have to chase my ball around all the time.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's gonna be a great time. I'm getting really pumped up now.
Same.
Like during this whole time, chasing down the money is the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We know that. We're all doing it, right? So
Yep.
we're all like hitting up our guys, being like, "Hey, where's the money? Where's the money?"
That was the funniest part of today, though, too. So Danny texted me earlier in the week.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fired up for Friday. I go, well, you shouldn't be. He's like, why? I'm like, well, you haven't fucking paid yet. He goes, why didn't you remind me? I go, dude, look at, it was like you and Stevie were supposed to pay at the same time. You wrote sending now, and you just never sent it.
Oh wait, didn't they pay though?
Stevie paid.
Oh, okay, Danny didn't pay.
Danny never paid.
All right.
So like John and Stevie were all good.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get everyone's foursome together, like to keep it easy.
Yeah.
And Danny just was like, fuck him. He'll never know.
Yeah. It's gonna be fucking awesome, dude. I just love it. So here's what we're gonna do. We should say this now. Actually, this is a good point. Is that what we're gonna do is we're gonna let you know your whole assignment the night before. So I've already got it. So I'm just gonna tell
I told mine.
Yeah, so whoever you are, basically what we're trying to do is this. Last year we got fucked a little bit because people get there at 7:45 to check in for an 8 o'clock tournament. And they're trying to give t-shirts out and fucking sell fucking shit. It doesn't work. You know, it's not the best way to make it work. What I am going to do is the people that we do know like really well, I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey, what size shirts do you want? Right. And the night before, I'm going to put those aside, label with a group. Right. So we can drop them in their carts with their bags, with their gift bags. Right. So the only thing essentially you should be buying when you get there to check
Mulligans.
in is the mulligans and the raffles.
Yep.
But what I'm telling you right now is don't just not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how we're gonna make the money for the to
That's
get
where
the CF.
that's where the donations are going. So
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
that.
Bring cash.
Bring cash.
Yeah.
Or we can have QR.
with Venmo.
Yeah,
QR
it should be a
code.
Venmo code.
Venmo or cash is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And because that's like really where we're gonna make the money. You know what I mean? Like to get this whole thing done. Running a golf tournament stinks.
Yeah.
We've discussed this. We got but we have had some. I want to say to everybody that has like donated money to have a sign and do that stuff. It's like the most important part about this podcast to me is like the community that we build through it. Just the people that we know, you know what I mean? And it's unbelievable. By the way, your brother does not have Venmo.
No, he doesn't.
What is he like? fucking like, is he like a
He has-
throwback to like the
Yeah,
20s?
he has no social media, no Venmo, no
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
Somebody texted me, was like, Mark will hear this.
Nextel?
Somebody texted me like, they're like, I watched the, it was McCracken. He's like, I watched the episode with Fitzy's brother. He goes, it was really good. He goes, what was fucking me up is like, Mark kept like breaking the fourth wall, like looking at the at the camera for some reason, I guess.
Was he?
Maybe.
I mean,
don't
the
know.
TV's right there. So
Well, that's what I think it was.
I do it all the time.
I always think that people think I'm looking at the camera, and I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
By the way. I'm
Yeah.
looking up here.
I'm like, yeah, he's a big Deadpool guy. He likes to break the fourth wall. You know what I mean? I thought Mark was unbelievable.
he was
great.
He has, I think Mark has a top 10 Boston accent.
Accent. Yeah.
Yeah.
His
It's
accent's
unbelievable. It's
very good.
It's so good. So, anyways, yeah, we're gonna have the tournament. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And then afterwards, we'll figure out what we'll do. If we have to, we'll go to the IA. You know what I mean?
Sign me up.
Last year went to Hooters, right? Is that where you went?
Yeah, and I saw Clocky up there. It was fucking incredible.
Son. So yeah, it was great. By the way, I'm totally I got screwed out of that deal with Clocky coming on because I was gone.
Yeah.
So like I haven't had
know,
an
you
episode of
missed-
Clocky
You're
in like 6 to 8 months.
You missed a Clocky episode.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
I know.
It's like the best thing in the world.
He'll be
is.
there Friday, though, right?
Yeah, he'll be there. Yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he's there. Yeah, he's playing with Levy. And my buddy Chris Cowhig, who traditionally had played it, did not because he's a loser. So I hate his guts. But I'll put that out there in the world, that energy. We get the food afterwards. It's gonna be fucking awesome, dude. It's gonna be a great fucking day. By the way, if you win all the booze and like you don't want to take it home, I'll just put it in my truck and then
Also, double, by the way, the tournament that we played for Melrose softball or soccer,
yeah.
Fitzy, you took off, but the food was fucking legit.
So
The food was very good.
that was higher end than our food. What did we get? Chicken and sausages? Something like
I
that?
forgot.
I can't remember. They went steak tips, and the steak tips were fucking
They
sick.
were really good.
Were they?
Bob
They were
C went
really
to
fucking
town.
good.
Yeah.
Bob C demanded that I had one with a piece of cherry pepper, and it was the right move.
Yeah.
It was the right move.
Yeah.
I was
I was,
raw dogging tips without like.
I was
sauce or
waiting
something.
around for the food, and it was like taking a
It
while.
took, it took
Yeah.
forever.
And I was like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving."
Yeah.
And I just fucking.
Did we talk about
Walked
this on
out.
the show when I played music? Did we talk about this?
Maybe what were you gonna say?
Well, there's an environment for music. So my friend Joe
Yes.
gave me yeah. It's
did.
like, dude, you're just like people like nobody was interested. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, yeah, we got it. Like, good, you can play music. Awesome. Congratulations. Fucking beat it. Anyways, I also left my harmonica at her house and my harmonica holder. I saw her yesterday at a softball game. She's like, your harmonica and holder is at my house. I'm like, that's a convenient place for it to be. I'm like, hey, who knows? Maybe one of the kids is going to want to take up the harmonica, you know? All right. By the way, also, Tommy had his last track meet the other day. And I go there and his buddy's like, he's like, do you have any money? And I'm like, what? He's like, I owe them an ice cream from like the other day. So I took them all to the fucking ice cream thing. And his buddy Marcus, I'm like, I'm buying. I'm like, you're good. What do you want? He's like, took a Chipwich. I'm like, you look like a Chipwich guy. Like, I always do that about you. One of the biggest Chipwich guys that ever been in the world, you know? So yeah, so you're going away and then we'll play golf, Danny. And maybe what we'll do is we'll go play golf on one of those days and then me and you will just do a quick, like 40-minute show for Patreon.
Fine with that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, we thank everybody who's been listening. Anything else, Fitz? We got any more other sponsors I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tecco?
Ben Frank,
Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin,
Franklin's
Tecco.
doing all this shit. By the way, these shirts are going to be fucking sick.
Yeah,
Now, somebody pointed out to me because it just says it's the PGA Tour emblem, but it says PTC 2025.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, that was good marketing because like people aren't going to know it's Pull the Court podcast. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
it's a
The
fucking
t-shirt
shirt.
is fire.
And it's-
fact.
By the way, and which I didn't know is that Ferg admitted that he switched to our brand of t-shirts because the better quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
t-shirts are so fucking comfortable.
Yeah.
Lucas, who I know listens to
Cavos?
Yep. He's like, dude, it's my favorite t-shirt. Every time I see Keith, he has the fucking t-shirt on.
Mine's wearing because
Yeah.
I wear it so much.
It's a very comfortable
He's
shirt.
the best.
The best.
Yeah.
By the way,
best.
I think I kitty cornered you behind Al's group in the tournament.
No, I'm with fucking Adi is on the same hole as me.
Adi O'Leary playing the tournament this year. I fucking
That's
love
awesome,
it, by
yeah.
the way. I love
Have
it.
you ever met him?
Adi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he yelled at me when I came
that's
out
right.
5 below.
That's right.
He's like, hey, fucking dickhead, or whatever
That's
he
right.
said to me.
Adi's a legend.
I actually was like,
He's the only like fucking. I know he's older than 13, but like he was like at 11 years old. He's like, I'm gonna be a plumber. I'm like, who fucking 11-year-old says this?
You know what, dude? Hey, smart man.
He is.
And
Keeps it real.
I actually, Billy said, he's like, I'm like, who else is playing with you? He's like, I don't know yet. He's like, I just wanted to flex and get this group for Adi.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was actually thinking, I'm like, man, maybe I'll call Tommy out of school and see if he wants to play in Adi's group. And I'm like, maybe we don't make that introduction yet. You know what I mean? Like they should
wanna
find each other.
It's
Like
two polar opposites.
that's I know, I know. But the thing is that you think. I always think that about Tommy, that he's like working quiet and shit, and then you see him walk over and you see him like just fucking
chopping
chopping
with
it
his
up.
friends.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a couple great Patreon things tonight. Actually, the meat and potatoes of what I have this week is for Patreon.
Yep.
But it can't be public. Tedco 617-996-6827. Better construction process. Get an estimate for them. It's free. You can get your basement done. You can get your film room done. You can develop film. All that stuff. So check them out as well. Did we miss anybody other than that? But I'm telling you, Ben Franklin Prinko, like check them out online. Tell them you are a corker. They'll give you 10% off. I've had so many people use them. Matt Aaron's used them, and everybody is fucking always like, dude, they do the best job.
Yeah.
It's like I always say, you don't want it cheap. You want it fucking good. That's
Quality.
fine. Yeah. They're not the cheapest because the cheapest is gonna stink.
Yeah.
You can do that online.
We're
You know
not
what I mean?
Gildan shirt.
Like, for example, when I bought a Bad Brain fucking sweatshirt on their like drop shipping site that still hasn't come.
Took 17 months.
No, it's never come. It's
didn't
never
come,
come,
yeah.
and I'm out the money. And I emailed them. I'm like, hey, this is they're like, it's still processing. I'm like, all right, so basically, I'm just never getting this money back.
They're big time, and they're like, just
So
wait.
I'd like Bad Brain to get their t-shirts done there.
Yeah, they should.
Bad Brain is in flux, by the way, right now. I don't know if you guys been keeping up.
I
I
didn't
just
listen to the
listened
newest
with
episode.
Justin Pasquale.
Yeah,
I didn't listen. I didn't get to as far as him showing up yet, so I'm right before that.
yeah. I mean,
Nico was fucking early.
look, here's the thing. I'm in the Justin business now, right? It's a wild business to be in. I'll just say that right now. I like being in the Justin business. Bad Brain isn't in the Justin business anymore. I'm the only one in the Justin business.
Yeah.
How strange the world is, you know? Justin also requested to come back on the show. How do we feel about that?
I wasn't here for it
Yeah.
the last time, so
Oh, yeah, you weren't here.
I would love to.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe that will be our next guest. We'll have Justin in. We'll talk movies. How are you? That wheeze laugh is like the most unbelievable thing in the world.
Every time I sit here, I can look at his name on the fucking wall.
Yeah, he's the fucking best pasta salesman I've ever been in Durham. I think Al said that it cost him more to get those cards than just the sold pasta. By the way, I'm just driving a wedge right between this family. I love it.
We gotta bring the band back together, dude. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it.
Listen, now people listen, if you listen this far and you're like, why are they talking about this? I don't give a fuck. You need him on the show. That's what I would say.
I think so too.
Bad Brain needs Justin back.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I mean, it's good. Like, it's great. I watched yesterday's this morning. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about being family, right? You're gonna get into fucking arguments, but you can always get over it because it's family, right? That's a fact, right? So they need to fucking MPI that shit, move past it, and get Justin back on the show.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, right? Do you agree?
I think so.
Yeah.
You know,
He's integral.
I agree
To that.
Great
so
word.
is Nico,
That's
but
true,
like
yeah.
they need all three.
Yeah, all of them.
Like
would be
this show doesn't work without all three of us.
there. I agree.
Couldn't agree more.
Absolutely. Like when Danny was dealing with the stuff with his daughter, I was like, we might just end the show. So I'm like, this is getting to be like fucking.
We almost did.
We almost did because it's like you need that third person. Like I don't know why, but you do. Especially if we did the first 50 shows without Fitzy or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
68.
You were
Yeah.
on episode 69.
And I do remember like when we how I do remember like when we were getting to like when you came on, I was feeling like, man, how much can me and Danny just say to each other constantly?
Well,
and
and-
people like you guys always agree.
Yeah, and you guys started having more guests, and the shows with guests were like better.
Yeah.
Noticeably better.
Yes,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So it was like, do you have a guest every week? Keep a twosome and have a guest every week? That's tough.
Yeah.
Or do you switch to 3 and then have a 4th every once in a while?
Yeah.
You
I
know?
think we got a good thing going right now.
By the
think
way,
so
you know
too.
what I
I think
was thinking
3.
about yesterday? This is off subject, but I was thinking about obviously as we do, I was thinking about sex. I was thinking about how like I don't think like I'd really be interested in like being involved in like a threesome. Like well, specifically with like 2 chicks. Do you know what I mean? I know that people think they would.
You want 2 guys in a
I want 2 guys. And me, 2 guys and me. Me, Fonz, and like Brad Pitt. Like that's what I'm looking for. No, but I was thinking
Hawaiian
like,
shirts
man,
only.
I'm like, I don't think I'd fuck. What would you know how to do? Do you know what I mean? Like,
At my age, no.
yeah, I'm
kinda
all
out
set.
at
I'd
this
rather
point,
cut
you
the
know?
lawn and have a cigar. You know what I mean?
If it happened when I was like younger,
Yeah.
I think it would have been cool. Probably wicked awkward, and
Yeah.
no one would have been happy
No,
afterwards.
I feel like nobody's pumped.
But yeah,
Like,
but at this point in my life, I think that
You-
ship has sailed.
Yeah,
Do you know what else
know?
has like never been a thing for me? It's like lesbian porn.
uh,
Never like moved the needle for me.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too.
You
I would
need-
agree
you
with
need
that.
the meat.
You need the meat. You need the big cocks. You know what I mean? Like that's now the show's cooking.
Yeah.
You need the big cranks. You know what I mean?
Some new listeners like, Jesus Christ, 3 weeks in a row they're talking about dicks.
Yeah. Kevin Hart's out again.
Lesbian porn doesn't really do it for me either.
Just cut the last 90 seconds.
Honestly, you know what? It's like, dude, porn was the best before like you had porn. I mean, what I'm saying by that is like when you first saw Playboy magazine, I was like, holy fucking
Yeah,
shit.
smut mags.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, dude, I remember like this is a crazy story. I've never told this story on the podcast. So I used to work at the hospital, right? And so what I would have to do at the hospital is I had to clean rooms when people checked out of the rooms, right? Not fucking ideal. And like a lot of times, like people shit themselves, all this stuff. It was fucking. It paid really good at that time, but it was fucking not an unbelievable time, right? And like all of a sudden, like I went in this guy's room cleaning it. And then like I noticed like this guy's got like fucking 3, like it was like brown paper bag and then like 3 porno mags in there. And I'm like, this is coming right in the cot, right? Obviously, right? And I'm like, that I remember thinking about it. I'm like, this guy fucking like somebody came in here and brought this guy these porno mags, which is very strange, right?
Yeah.
Older guy. And then I'll never forget the name of the porno mag was Nugget. And I was like, wow, I've never seen this specific one before, you know what I mean? And it was like
Midgets.
the most intense porn that like I'd never been exposed to. Like it was like guy who's like 80, fucking like a girl's like 19. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. Then like a guy like fucking like tied to a wall while like a girl's like kicking him in the balls. I'm like, man, I'll tell you right now, I did jerk off to it, but it took a while to finish. You know what I
Wasn't
mean?
easy.
It wasn't easy. Somebody had to do it. You know, somebody had to do it.
I told you the story about there was a kid that was in band. He was a Haitian kid in Somerville High, and they found like a vacant house, and they started ordering VHS porns to the vacant house and just checking the mail every day at the house. So they got
You
all
didn't
these
tell this?
porns. I did.
No.
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 All right. So he
Because
was,
I have a pretty cool story too, but go ahead.
he was in the band.
Now the show's cooking, by the way.
and
Here we go. We're talking about porn.
and he's like, so for whatever reason, he was like a year or two older than me, but we were in some fucking shitty science class together.
Yeah.
And I was like a sophomore. I think he was a junior. And he's like, do you like porn? And I'm like, I don't know how this conversation started. So odd.
Hey, Big Red.
Thinking back, old Red. So fucking, I go, yeah, I mean, I dabble. And he's like, have I got a fucking movie?
Solution
Have
for
I
you.
got a movie for you, right? So he shows up with this VHS, and it's just, there's no label. It's just a fucking black tape,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, oh, all right, here we go. So I get home, I get some alone time, and I pop it in. Dude, it was all BBWs, big boned women.
Yeah.
Huge,
Nice.
fat chicks. And
He
I
was all
like,
in.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Haitian kid,
I didn't
you
know
what
that
I mean?
Haitians love.
See, but we talked about
fat
this, and
ladies.
that's when
Yeah.
I think that's when you learned
Yeah.
that
That they like fat
yeah,
white women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tax season, baby.
fucking crazy. How do you get your PS5?
Buddy of mine, not to be named, he had a complete deadbeat father.
Yeah.
But he would occasionally
We got
get
a voicemail too. Go ahead.
Porn farm.
credit cards shipped to his house in the projects, and we were 15 years old.
abusing. Yeah.
And I part of me wants me to believe that like the father did it on purpose.
Yeah.
For this reason.
Yeah,
And we would just unload this fucking in a day's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take a little money out and then, go to Burger King or whatever. And then we would just rifle up on porn, dude. And like the amount of porn that we bought on these credit cards, they must have been like, what? Capital One must have been like, what's going on Alden Street? You know what I mean? Because it was just a gratuitous amount of porn being ordered at once.
Massive amounts
Yeah.
of pornography. Yeah, I mean, listen, porn's great. What are you gonna say? Some people are like, oh, you gotta like stop watching pornography because
It's in the Bible.
it's bad for you or something like that. And I'm like, dude, everything that's awesome is bad for you. What do you want me to tell you?
yeah.
You know what I mean? If I'm gonna stop watching porn, I'm gonna stop drinking. Stop doing everything. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna become like a promise keeper and just fucking sit here going to fucking Unitarian churches all the time.
We can't do
You know
that.
what I mean? And then you just jerk it off to shit you remember from porn, right? I would think. You know what I mean? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know.
Specifically you, Master. All right, we got a voicemail. By the way, this is from your New England dad.
Yep.
This guy, I think he's his buddy. He's a butcher up in. He came in during the. Let me know if you guys can hear.
Yep.
You hear? Fitz? Yeah. He came in to our TikTok. He's like a butcher up in like New Hampshire. And anyways, he left us a message. He's been like sending messages to us on TikTok and stuff, and he's got good stuff. Like his TikTok's great. I'll send it to you. It's like 603 Butcher or something.
Oh, I seen him.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yep,
about? Yeah. So I didn't play it last week because it didn't come in time because we recorded early. I got a great story with that for the Patreon too. I got a lot of Patreon shit.
How we doing, boys, on this early morning? This is Kyle the Backwoods Butcher up in New Hampshire. So I have a story about the most ridiculous purchase I never made. So for context, I've been in the meat industry 15 years and was working at a slaughterhouse at the time. And I was working on the slaughter floor. So I looked like Carrie walking into Lowe's. I don't remember what I was actually there for, but I remember they didn't have it. So I decided not to waste an opportunity, and I went around the store and I grabbed a tarp, some duct tape, some rope, and I think like a hacksaw or something. Then I walked up to the register and was very polite, asked the lady at the register how she was doing today, great weather, this, that, and the other thing, and her eyes are as big as dinner plates looking at me as she's scanning everything and then looking back at me. And I just went, oh my God, you know what? I completely forgot my wallet in the truck. And I was like, I'll be right back. I'll go run and grab that real quick. And then I just got in my truck and left. Purely for the knowledge that she had to go home to her husband or cats or whoever and explain what happened. But love the show, boys. Have a good one.
Let me tell you right now,
That was great.
I'm fucking Kyle the Backwoods Butcher guy.
Yeah.
That's a fact right there. That guy fucking, he cracks me up. I've been watching his TikTok shit.
Yep.
And he's got great stuff like about like, you know, like making fun of people like PETA and shit like that.
That cashier 100% thought he was the
Oh.
New England serial
Dude,
killer.
I've told that story. I've told that story on here before when I worked at Home Depot, where this fucking guy walked in. He was dressed. He was a fat guy and just had like a horrible T-shirt on and clown makeup. And he was like, I'm looking for like a fucking like he was looking for like a screen for like his trailer. And I'm like, this is the scariest thing I've ever done, like ever. You know what I mean? Ever in the world. You know, it's widely known that I'm afraid of clowns. Obviously, been discussed. All right, great show.
Yep.
And we will be on Patreon. By the way, if you're not on the Patreon, you should be in there.
It's $5.
It's $5 a month.
A fin.
4 extra episodes.
By the way, I'm motivated right now because here's the thing. Let me explain this. I'll do it on Patreon, actually. I'll explain it on Patreon. But come to Patreon. I get some good shit for Patreon this week. We do usually an extra like half hour to 50-minute episode
Yeah.
every week. You know what I mean? So
Weekly episodes.
So I was telling somebody we were it's on everyday nonsense, and I'm like, they're like, so you guys are making some money, and I'm like, yeah, we're making like $4 an hour. Like basically, like, all three of us are making $4 an hour. But anyways, it helps us do the other stuff we want to do, like the fucking events and the Patreon parties and and then we have a Patreon party every year, and then we're gonna do the definitely doing the Halloween party this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
100,000% facts. All right, listen, we love you. Me and Danny will probably do a Patreon. So if you need an episode in your life, join Patreon because we'll do one over the next weekend.
Yes, sir.
All right, love you. Bye.